Good morning. I declare open this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. Please be seated. And before they leave, please join me again in thanking Thistle Brass for welcoming us with some tremendous music into the hall this morning. Thank you. Principal graduates, families and friends, welcome to the University of Stirling for our spring graduation ceremony. My name is Jack McConnell. I have the honour to be the Chancellor of this great university, and I'd like to welcome our guests on the stage today, including our student representatives, all of whom are very welcome and many of whom will be taking part in your ceremony. I would also like to especially welcome Alison Clyde, our distinguished honorary graduate. Throughout her career, Alison has made a difference. She has a career which has encompassed sports development, health in the community, and with a particular focus on age equality. She's highly regarded worldwide for her expertise in tackling ageism and her intergenerational work. And for the past 14 years, Alison has been Chief Executive Officer of the charity Generations Working Together, whose vision is for a Scotland where different generations are more connected. As a hub of healthy ageing and health research and teaching, and a strong proponent of community partnerships, the University of Stirling shares that vision, and Alison has been actively involved in several of Stirling's research projects. Alison will today be made a Doctor of the University for her outstanding contribution to intergenerational work and age-related inequality, and we'll be hearing more about her later in the ceremony. Alison, you're very welcome. Today we have in this hall, represented at this graduation ceremony, 49 different nationalities, over 400 students at our spring graduation ceremony, and many more, hopefully watching the live stream, graduating today, but not able to be with us. We have our overseas partners in Singapore, in the UAE, and Vietnam, and elsewhere, where we also graduate students, and many of them are graduating today with you, although they may not be here. We have 4 faculties and our outstanding, internationally recognised Stirling Management School. And I hope that in the course of the morning we can truly celebrate that incredible range of people and talent who are today graduating after so much hard work. The day is primarily about you, but I'm sure you would also want to recognise the contribution to your success for those who are either with you today or watching on the live stream. And I want to make it very clear at the beginning, I'm not interested in having a graduation ceremony that's like that traditional old British ceremony where people politely clap at the end of the session. This is much more like the sort of ceremonies I've seen in other countries where we get out there and properly celebrate the achievements that you all have and the contribution that others have made. We want to hear some noise this morning. Make it a day to remember. Exactly. Just like that. And there's quite a lot of international students here today. There's always a little bit of competition between the Nigerians and the Pakistanis about who can make the most noise. So let's see that reflected in the course of the morning too. But first of all, I know that almost everybody graduating here today will either have done their undergraduate degree during the COVID pandemic or maybe their final years at school before they started at university towards the end of the pandemic. And getting through that whole period in your lives, I'm sure, has been a real challenge, and that the family and friends who are either with you today or watching have made a big contribution to making sure that you can get to where you are today. So let's start by thanking them for all of their contributions. Thank you to them. Now, we do have over 400 people graduating today, so I'm not going to make a long speech, but I do want to say a few things at the start of this ceremony. First of all, this is not just a big day in itself, It's also your passport to the future. Getting your degree or your postgraduate qualification is your passport to the future. Today you should enjoy the moment, reflect on everything that you have done to get to this stage, celebrate the fact that you have reached this stage, but look forward to the future as well. And of course, this is an uncertain time. Today, graduating here at Stirling, we have the next generation of lawyers and linguists, of maybe even some politicians, certainly some scientists, nurses, teachers, economists, entrepreneurs. You will all face a world which is more uncertain than perhaps at any time since the early 80s when I graduated from Stirling. And this uncertain world has so many challenges, from climate change to cybersecurity, from public health to human rights, from social welfare to maintaining and developing a modern education system that meets the needs and challenges of the 21st century. Whatever these challenges throw up for you, I hope that you are going to take the university's slogan, "Be the Difference," and use the knowledge and the character that you have developed here to strengthen communities, support others, to prosper and succeed, and to help create a safer world. There's so many threats and uncertainty that we can see all around us almost every day. New developments happen 2 or 3 times during the course of that day as the world around us and the post-1945 world order changes. And I'm sure that that is a challenging time to go out into the world from university and start your careers. We can't take for granted what has happened and the security that we've had in the past. And we think often in this university, as elsewhere, about those affected by conflict in Ukraine or the Middle East or Sudan or elsewhere. And we hope that those who are missing out on education, the education that we have all enjoyed, are able to return to education in these conflict zones as soon as possible. And we wish for peace and reconstruction. But we also recognise, I hope, that we need positive new alliances in the world to stand up for democracy and human rights and freedom and dignity and work for peace. And your generation are going to have to help create those alliances and support them being created. And I hope that that is what you are going to do. Here at Stirling, the values of this university will stand you in good stead. We stand at this university for truth, not misinformation. We stand for solutions, finding solutions, not blaming others. And we stand for strong communities, not division. We strive constantly for the best research, looking for evidence to form the right policies that shape our future. We stand for innovation, looking to the future, not the past. And we know that in this university, this campus university, where we live closely together and where our alumni, or over 100,000 alumni around the world, still feel close together over all these decades, we know that we are stronger together than we are if we live and work and think apart. And I hope that these are values that you can take into your future and your contribution in the years ahead. I wear these robes with a lot of pride, partly because they were worn by Lord Robbins, who was our first Chancellor at the University of Stirling in 1967-68. I wasn't here then, by the way, you'll be glad to hear, but Lord Robbins was a pioneer for the expansion of higher education in the United Kingdom that partly resulted in the creation of Stirling University, the first brand new university in Scotland for hundreds of years. And Stirling University embodied those initial challenges that he set out, to be innovative in everything that we do, to be a community-based university close to our local residents and neighbours, but also to be international in our outlook. And we have met those challenges. And today, Stirling University, still quite a young university, you think in international terms, achieves 5 stars in the QS Stars University ratings, and specifically has 5 stars for teaching, employability, research, global engagement, facilities, environmental impact, accounting and finance. We're in the top 100 in the world for 10 of the 17 United Nations Development Goals, the top 20 in the UK for postgraduate teaching, first in the UK and top 3 in the world for campus environment, first in the UK and top 5 in the world for sports facilities. We were on the shortlist again last year for the University of the Year in the United Kingdom. We get 87% of the research that's conducted here is outstanding or has very considerable impact, and 80% is internationally recognised as excellent. You can be very proud to be graduating from such a university, and I hope that as you leave here today, having enjoyed this ceremony and then celebrated, I hope afterwards, you can be bursting with pride at the fact that you now have a University of Stirling qualification. As you go forward, please be confident in everything that you try to achieve. Grab opportunities. Don't be put off by the risk that might be involved. Enjoy your successes, but do that with a bit of humility too. And remember that others might be struggling. Robert Louis Stevenson, one of our most famous Scottish writers, said, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you sow." Well, I hope you have sown seeds here in Stirling, honing your skills and knowledge and experience, and from these roots you will grow and flourish and make your mark on the world. Congratulations and good luck. We shall now proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions, and I would like to call upon Professor Kirsty Blair of the Faculty of Arts and Humanities to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented. Professor Blair.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Etisang Etims Abraham. Janine Louise Mitchell. Joshua James Smith. Robert David Tree. Nicolette Alexandria Williams. For the degree of Master of Science, Digital Media and Communication, Shahzada Hassan Iqbal. Noman Shah. For the degree of Master of Science, English Language and Linguistics, Fatima Farah Saket Al-Baiji. Muhammad Ali. Dua Bakhta. Ariola Otiko Uganlana. For the degree of Master of Science, Human Rights and Diplomacy, and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize, awarded for the Best Master's Dissertation in Law, John Andrew McRae. For the degree of Master of Science, Human Rights and Diplomacy, Razan Ahmed Abu Huraira. Kilodo Carmel Muzwaba Angelo. Numi Anyanwu. Karen Daniela Blanco Pereira. Louise Ann Bullen. Rebecca Clark. Joran Maria Dalsgaard. Thomas James Darling. Anna Margaret de Rouge. Clémence Delachaux. Megan MacDonald Dinsdale. Robin Patrick Donnelly. Holly Jane Duncan. Adam Evans. Abigail Miriam Fernandez. Aline Elizabeth Fields. Rachel Fleming. Marco Gorky. Struan Erland Tay. Tara Emilia Hoglund. Anna Ilieva. Human Chanel Yassin. Erin Rachel Johnston. Sirat Kaur Kaller. Abdullah Khan. Rihanna Estelle Nicely. Lisa La Rocca. Madia Fatima Latif Syed. Laura Bernadette E. Lias. Rachel Jane Macaulay. Bethany Ruth McKay. Javier Martinez Mares. Abby McAloon. Alicia McCabe. Daniel John Hugh McPherson. Charlotte Mayer. Daniel Moore. Mercelin Wikwali Muoka. Mohammed Uzair Newman. Kyle O'Brien. Rosaline Onyeche Oguche. Bill Anthony Page. Niathi Pramod Nair. Amy Robertson. Manya Saxena. Alina Zoe Charlotte Seitz. Mary Selma Rose Selvaraj. Paula Sinoradsky. Justina Solak. Aidan Nicholas Stumpf. Megan Turnbull. Emilia Solveig Vasiliardis. Beatrice Laura Vas Dinis. Eliana Vink. Leighton William Aubrey Westwood. Caitlin Zavanovich. For the degree of Master of Science, International Conflict and Cooperation, Zara Jamal Ali Hasmi. For the degree of Master of Science, Media Management, Brinda Ramasamy. For the degree of Master of Science, Strategic Communication and Public Relations, Vidu Arabuhan. Ortega Sandro Akpokiniovo. Ajoa Dufi. Yo Adadi Kodua. Priscilla Muherwi. Eric Okiere. For the postgraduate diploma, English Language and Linguistics, Drew Thomas Campbell. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Film and Media, Nicola Foley. Evie Georgia Kelsall. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Film and Media Studies and Journalism Studies, Jack Luca McGregor. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Journalism Studies and Politics, Alana McGregor. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, English Studies, Sarah Baracello. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Amreen Sethi. For the Diploma of Higher Education, Reagan Sheridan.
Thank you, Kirsty Blair. Thank you. So we move on to the Faculty of Health Sciences and Sport. We shall now proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions, and I now call upon Professor Ashley Shepherd of the Faculty of Health Sciences and Sport to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Professional Health Studies, Julie Johnson. For the degree of Master of Science Global Issues in Gerontology and Ageing, Lindsay Dunn. For the degree of Master of Science Sports Management, Avi Root Banerjee. Zi Dong. Victor Osimadayam Izuji. Priti Hassan Jivana Goda. Alexander Myrie Hall. Himanshu Shoji. Daniel Adaimi Kolaboli. Johan Thomas Koshi. Prabhagaran Kumar. Li Yu Yuhang. He Mang Palivo. Samendra Raut. Ritul Savant. Maxim Shamrila. Abu Talha. Shiny Vijay. Silka Lucienne Yoka Maria Woots. For the degree of Master of Science Sports Performance Coaching, Tom Brinkley. Lucy Brown. Greg Cruikshank. Stephen Murphy. Crawford Cameron White. For the postgraduate diploma early years practice health visiting, Naomi Allen. Sarah Ann Carroll. April Cooper. Katrina Mackenzie. Heather Murray. Nicola Smith. Emma Grace Wallace. Holly Work. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Sports Studies, Physical Education and Education, Ruben Jerome Dimer. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Sports Studies, Patrick Steele. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Nursing, Claire Ballingham. Nadine Brown. Yasha De Leon Degolada. Christy Shannon Easton. Ailey Flett. Sinead Maxine Hamilton. Dawn Hutton. Oladotan Camille Kadrai. Emma Lauder. Danielle Lucio. Molly McPherson. Crystal Audrey McTavish. Rachel McCulloch. Caitlin McMillan. Anastasia Javine Ivana Moore. Chantel Rohan. Sharon Russell. Rebecca Denise Whitelaw. Kira Williams. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Paramedic Science, Hannah Allen. Alex David Montgomery. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Professional Practice Nursing, Victoria Louise Proven. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Professional Practice, Paramedical Science, Faye Ann Campbell. Carrie Craig. Ian James Henderson. Richard Kenny. Kenneth McIntyre. Diane Sheila McPherson. Stephanie McQuillan. Alexander Stewart McLean Ramsey. Sarah Elizabeth Young. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Beth Taverin. For the ordinary degree of Bachelor of Science, Nambai Matthews Gladys Fatty. Eric David McCutcheon. For the Diploma of Higher Education, Kirsty Mary Bryce. Antonia Burns. For the Certificate of Higher Education, Henrietta Ofen-Kanzi.
Thank you, Ashley Shepherd. So we move on to the Faculty of Natural Sciences, and we shall now proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions, and I call upon Professor Godji Ozakinji of the Faculty of Natural Sciences to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Olivia Azevedo. Chelsea Caprice Broughton. Carla Stefania Fernandez Quiros. Judith Lowes. Jazz Rhodes. Francesca Patricia Singleton. Meta Yul Tollervey. For the degree of Master of Science, Aquatic Pathobiology, Anne Karthika Rajan. For the degree of Master of Science, Artificial Intelligence, Kyati. İlyas Ahmad. Hasnain Ali Arshad. Temitope Banjo. Dalawar Hussain. Fidel Obinna Ibeaja. Wasim Khan. Ikra Munir. Franklin Chikere Nujoku. Henry Ifeanyi Nuwaja Ibichi. Ifra Sakawat. Michael Oladimeji Salami. Mohammed Faizan Salim. Mohammed Hasnain. Arslan Tahir. Mohammed Hassam Yusuf. Nida Zireen. For the degree of Master of Science, Big Data, Mohammed Adnan. Mansur Ahmad. Manzur Ahmad. Afolarbi Niye Acarlar. Rina Gangula. Stephanie Goubet. Shashwat Jaiswal. Rafiteja Jonalagada. Faik Masood. Sadiq Favor Momodu. Kingsley Efe Osawaru. Usama Shafkat. Shonate Simpson. Nambatimba Simunji. Safi Ullah. For the degree of Master of Science, Environmental Management, and the recipient of the Course Director's Prize, awarded for the greatest contribution to the Environmental Management Programme, Tim Percival. For the degree of Master of Science, Environmental Management, Talha Ashraf. Mohammed Hamayoun. Zubair Hussain. Asa Khan. Peter Olatide Olanrewaju. Hafiz Anis Ur Rahman. Samruti Shendure. For the degree of Master of Science, Environmental Management, Conservation, Mohammed Asim Jamil. Matthew Richardson. Maike Frances Elizabeth Rankin. For the degree of Master of Science, Financial Technology, FinTech, Hamza Iklak Abbasi. Oluwole Adegun. Prityaksha Padmanaban. For the degree of Master of Science, Health Psychology, Nino Adeola Babatola. Neve McShane. For the degree of Master of Science, Mathematics and Data Science, Rimsha Ali. Collins Ayadan. Sami Ullah Hassan. Hafiza Rimsha Khan. Ibrahim Ogunleye. Alim Ullah. For the degree of Master of Science, Psychological Research Methods, Kaylee Elliott. For the degree of Master of Science, Psychology, Gifty Asare. Katerina Cleghorn. Bridget Eze. Odekunle Aishat Ajoke. Chen Yu Pei. Si Wang. Ajina Yusuf. For the postgraduate diploma, Artificial Intelligence, Mohammed Ibrar. Radeike Tofunmi Orjermomi. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Conservation Biology and Management, Okeme Ingrid Oziwo. For the degree of Master of Science, Big Data, Rana Adil. Mishal Zareen. For the degree of Master of Science, Environmental Management Conservation, Stephanie Ureme. For the degree of Master of Science, Financial Technology, FinTech, Sharoon Ashraf.
So thank you very much, Godza Oza Kinji. Now, you'll be very pleased to hear that we normally have in our ceremony the honorary graduate at the very beginning after my speech, which means that you have to sit through 2 long speeches at the beginning and then spend endless amounts of time just clapping everybody who comes up one by one. But today we've slightly reorganized the ceremony to have the honorary graduate in the middle of the ceremony, which gives you a slight break from all the hand clapping, but an absolute necessity to have a very big cheer for her once she gets her degree. And then we'll return to the other degree presentations. So it gives me real pleasure to call upon Professor Malcolm MacLeod, our Deputy Principal, to present Mrs. Alison Clyde.
Chancellor, principal representatives of University Court, staff, graduates, graduands, families and friends, it's my great pleasure today to present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University of Stirling, Alison Clyde. This doctorate is in recognition of her outstanding contribution to the field of intergenerational living, age-related equality, and the life of Scotland. Before we come to speak about Alison's many accomplishments, I'd first like to engage you in a little thought exercise. First of all, imagine the scene in a nursery where small children are toddling around. Some are playing with their toy cars, others energetically making fingerprint paintings. Imagine now another scene, in a care home this time, where people, perhaps in their 80s or 90s, are sitting contentedly in a shared lounge, TV prattling around, in the background, with the scent of lunch wafting through the room. Both of those images come to mind relatively easily. Now, however, try to imagine a world that is not divided by age, that we erase the barriers between care homes, nurseries, and schools. That's maybe not quite so easy to imagine. But this is what Alison does. She is a bit of a mover and a shaker. She questions the need for all the artificial boundaries that separate people who would otherwise enjoy each other's company. Alison pushes at the what-ifs in life. What if two people from very different generations sat and read together? What if a younger person shared a home with an older person who was lonely? What if employers recognize the skills and potential of building intergenerational relationships within the workforce that would reduce ageism and increase collaboration between younger and older employees? Alison goes on to ask, what if we purposefully and thoughtfully brought together people from different generations? How might that alter feelings of isolation, sadness, fear, or anxiety? What if, in contrast, the act of making intergenerational connections generated joy, learning, and optimism? What if? Alison Clyde is the Chief Executive of Generations Working Together, a nationally recognized centre of excellence supporting the development and integration of intergenerational work across Scotland. At a time when ageism is common, intergenerational working offers the opportunity to transform people's understandings and experiences of each other. Stereotypes crumble under intergenerational working. Young people are no longer seen as a threat or an unknown. Older people are no longer cast as irrelevant. These connections build bonds and empathy. New skills are learned and shared. Mental well-being is boosted and self-confidence soars. This process of knitting together younger and older people transforms everyone's lives and has a genuine power to bring experiences and new relationships that persist across time and place. As the University of Stirling launches its own intergenerational living innovation hub, we are very much focused on what those possibilities are. As part of the multi-million-pound city-region investment in Stirling and Clackmannanshire, we look to the approach Alison champions of mutually beneficial relationships as an important tool to promote social change. We share Alison's vision for a Scotland where different generations are more connected and everyone can build relationships that help to create a fairer society. Although Alison's intergenerational work and leadership covers the whole of Scotland, her influence has spread throughout Europe, Australia, and the United States. She is recognized internationally as a leader in intergenerational work, garnering respect and admiration across all her professional networks. She is a global thinker and citizen. Through generations working together, she has led the development of extensive networks of training courses and support networks for intergenerational practitioners. Consequently, Alison's reach is both broad and deep. She talks regularly with government and advocates for the need for intergenerational approaches to be embedded throughout governance and policy making. She is held in high esteem by successive Holyrood ministers, and as an indication of her standing and respect in this area, her connections endure across time and party divides. Alison is regularly and actively involved in intergenerational research projects, including those led by the University of Stirling, and her involvement means our researchers are able to recruit key stakeholders, inform policy, and support links with international intergenerational networks, which helps to ensure that our research continues to enrich the lives of people across the world. Alison is a force for change, for equality, for recognizing potential, and for being the difference. Indeed, many of the core values of this university, and we're therefore proud today to be able to call her one of our own. In the name and by the authority of the Academic Council and in recognition of her outstanding contribution to intergenerational living and the life of Scotland, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of University, Alison Clyde.
I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of the University. Congratulations. So, Alison will now sign the Register of the Honorary Graduates. We've had 432, now 433, since the first University Honorary Graduates in 1968. Congratulations, Dr. Clyde. And Alison will speak on behalf of all of the graduates towards the end of the ceremony. So we go back to, get your hands ready, get your lungs ready. We go back to the award of degrees, this time for the Faculty of Social Sciences. And we will proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. And I now call upon Dr. Neil Hamilton Smith of the Faculty of Social Sciences to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon those candidates the awards for which they are now presented. And I'm delighted to see that they're at the top of the gangplank this time, rather than the bottom. Very good. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Andriana Manta. Leela Paranjothi. For the degree of Master of Science, Applied Professional Studies, Child Welfare and Protection, Charlene Marie Bennett. For the degree of Master of Science, Applied Professional Studies, Management and Leadership in Social Services, Kevin Ireland. For the degree Master of Science Criminology, Rosemary Chika Enna. For the degree of Master of Science Dementia Studies, Kabote. Nope, sorry. That's removed. Amy Crichton. Colin Ian Fullerton. Jennifer Gibson. Dionysius Giotis. Amy Marie Louise Harris. For the degree of Master of Science Education, Da Costa des Gezubel. Meru Nisa. For the degree of Master of Science Educational Leadership, Specialist Qualification for Headship, Laura Jane Swan. For the degree of Master of Science Housing Studies, Finn Coln Henshaw. Monica dos Anjos Diaz Gomez Sanagura. For the degree of Master of Science Substance Use, Anna Cullens. Diane Louise Ord. Julian Caden Voronetsky. For the degree of Master of Science Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, Ina Kulikova. Sylvia Thornbush. For the degree of Master of Science Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages and Computer-Assisted Learning, Luna Jothi Saikia. For the Postgraduate Diploma, Educational Leadership, Elaine Francis Cook. For the Postgraduate Diploma, Social Work Studies, Morgan Dillon. Michelle Graham. Kirsty McKenzie. For the Postgraduate Certificate, Applied Professional Studies, Adult Services Support and Protection, Catherine Murray. For the Postgraduate Certificate, Applied Professional Studies, Social Work Practice Education, Hannah Sheldon Brown. For the Postgraduate Certificate, Educational Leadership, Joanne Boyle. Lynn Kushnahan. Suzanne George. Amy Louise Graham. Elizabeth Mary Hastings. Rachel McCallum. Angela Buchanan. Rachel Reed. Lauren Shaw Smith. Christine Louise Snedden. Kirsty Templeton. Keith Lee Varty. Mandy Warhol. Gordon Struan Wilson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Sociology and Social Policy, Luya Chai. Carolyn Manson. Thank you. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Sports Studies, Physical Education and Professional Education, Katie Bryce. Hannah Jane Coots. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Professional Education, Primary, with specialism in early years, Emma Picken. For the Diploma of Higher Education, Bethany Brown. Arlita Kocher. For the degree of Master of Science Criminology, Ogbono James Otto.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hamilton Smith. Well done. And we now come to the Stirling Management School, and we shall proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. And I call upon Professor Kevin Grant of the Stirling Management School to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Duncan Lloyd Mampande. For the degree of Master of Research, Business and Management, Brian Mellon. For the degree of Master of Business Administration and the recipient of the Steve Wong Memorial Prize, awarded to the most outstanding MBA student, Olayede Peter Ena Bile. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Nadine Taminiai. Leanne Wilson Phillips. For the degree of Master of Science, Business Analytics, Abina Owakio J. Gi Kai. Raminja Sath Vike Darurai. Ebenezer K. Benson. Sejal Ragahu Wanshi. Mohammed Zain Ishti Akaraza. For the degree of Master of Science, Business and Management, Zainal Abedinen. Hashim Ali. Mohammed Hamazra Amin. Stefan Anatapan. Emmanuel Obusu Ayat. Morade O Angus Balagan. Chinwe Angel Chinidu. Emmanuel Chekwadom Eku Watuzam. Ibun Ulawa Ure Yume Ilugu Jibimai. Osamu Diamen Inoma. Faizan Fazes. Bilal Hussain. Majid Hussain. Ramusha Iqbal. Urbachi Jennifer G.I. Ofo. Pragna Rohibit Bailad. Zuleha Mustafdin. I'll do my best. Olu Kua, Olu Yemane, Ulasanya. Richard Ose. Akusuna Anati wa Ose Busu. Tamur Rafiq. Which one? 334. My apologies. Abdul Qadir. Tamur Rafiq. Fatima Mustafa Ranguela. Mohammed Fraze Raza. Tulupe Frank Samuel. Amana Sharif. Gaurav Ratan Shamra. Mohammed Sulaiman. Sanusi Idris Zula. Mohammed Bajara Ta. Toyin Mutaratot Torlath. For the degree of Master of Science, Data Science for Business, Murat Desaru Abu. Promise Aika Missin Akuwuko. Tanme Ashuk Mastery. Ashley Sarah Murdoch. Ose Saruf Emmanuel. Rizwan Razuk. For the degree of Master of Science, Digital Banking and Finance, Ross Frame. Rachel Han J. Acknan. For the degree of Master of Science Finance, Luis Daniel Torres Calderon. For the degree of Master of Science, Finance and Data Analytics, Eno Obolong Austin Turo. Danrura Justina Wojciak. For the degree of Master of Science, Human Resource Management, Tahari Kawichowal. I'll get yours right. For the degree of Master of Science, International Business, Sonia. Bulawa Tife Astar Abi Odun. Sharjel Ahmed. Omona Kigo Are Relai. It's a tough one. Angela Fheku Wadi IDR. Talha Jasmarad. Hamid Kalali. Yasser Khan. Dimple Kahana. Sanchena Lakshmi Harayan? Nara. Lavanya Madhapura Nati Raja. Lynette Francis Matthew. Aljandra Verari Padala Linos. Hemeni Dilapesh Patel. Jagandeep Kaur Rajapal. Ed Shamar Shada. Mohammed Uwas Safraz. Sharik Sharad. Tanmi Sharma. Aryanash Singh. Swale Abdu Bekar Talib. Hemani. For the degree of Master of Science, Management and Marketing, Mabel Hoyen Khan Shula Agune Behadi. Usman Ali. For the degree of Master of Science Management with New Venture Creation and Innovation, Aisha Bibai. Nimra Iqbal. Lawal Ishala. Augustine Nuduka Aishichi. Sadap Ugabogaga. For the degree of Master of Science Marketing, Samuel Amenico. Julian Chazizi Ofabu. Harrison Opuku. For the degree of Master of Science Marketing Analytics and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize, awarded for the Best Marketing Analytics Consultancy Project, Sinji Har Odirja. For the degree of Master of Science Marketing Analytics, Raja Shujel Ahmed. Mubrashra Ashraf. Kayla Fraser. Hussein Haider. Rachel Hollywood. Mohammed Harjun Javed. Taramur Khan. For the Postgraduate Diploma Business and Management, Hiulawa Osemene Elizabeth Ilsami. Hulawa Shane Habi Sunya Mahabinmi. Nuaman Nazib. Ola Ikom Ashrid Shuraka Ulat. Shannon Wallace. For the Postgraduate Diploma, International Business, Anitha Anish. Abin Chengalamande Kandi. For the Postgraduate Diploma Marketing for the Postgraduate Diploma Management and Marketing, Kuhindra Sultana Chowdhury. For the Postgraduate Certificate, International Business, Hamid Ali. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours of Business Studies, Joseph James McCormick. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Marketing, Fatima Musa Mohammed. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Marketing, Chinti Ilang. Wajat Noble. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Management, Niall Harney Rogerson. For the ordinary degree of Bachelor of Arts, Hashreep Singh Grover. Ewan Hepburn. For the Diploma of Higher Education, Kaylin Lazak. For the degree of Master of Science, Business Analytics, Sadiq Rafiq. For the degree of Master of Science, International Business, Raymond Ojoko. Marion Imad Kennedy Ngoji Gazi. For the Faculty of Health Science and Sport, for the Postgraduate Diploma, Public Health, Rebecca Hill.
Kevin Grant, well done. Grateful to everybody taking part. There will also be some graduates today who are watching on the live stream because they could not be with us. We have quite a large number for this ceremony, approximately 200 who are graduating today but cannot be with us for a variety of reasons. They perhaps have returned home or they're in employment or maybe even unwell. So it's very important that I confer upon those candidates listed in the official record who have satisfied the academic requirements and who are not present the awards for which they are qualified. Please give them a big round of applause too. And on your behalf, can I also thank the staff of the university, the academic and research staff who have contributed so much to the degrees and qualifications that you are receiving here today. A big thank you to the staff of the university. It now gives me great pleasure to call upon Dr. Alison Clyde to address our Assembly on behalf of those who have received their awards. Dr. Clyde.
Chancellor, Principal, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests, it is indeed an honour, a privilege to be here to share in your special day. I have a question though for you fellow graduates. How did you get here? Have you been like me, looking around this morning and thinking, I'm surrounded by properly brainy people. How did I get here? Real life academics in this beautiful setting with a host of professors, the university principal, even the Chancellor is here. Did you ever wonder how this has come to be? Well, I think I can tell you exactly how it has happened. You have all shown some important, impressive, and sometimes extremely rare qualities. Qualities that some may say are on the decrease in today's media, social media-fueled, fast food, fake news, quick fix, influencer-driven society. You have shown determination, you have shown passion, you have demonstrated resilience and strength of will, you have embodied resoluteness, a single-minded drive to succeed and not let nothing stop you from achieving your goal. You have stayed the course while others have floundered. You have dug deep to carry on and have shown that you have what it takes to succeed. You should be very, very proud of yourselves, extremely proud. At your time at Stirling University, you've clocked up somewhere in the region of about 4,000 hours of study, but you didn't do that alone. Look around you, look behind you, and sometimes look above you. You share this award with your families and friends, your loved ones, the staff at the schools who helped you put you on this path. These are the people that believed in you, that listened to you, that supported you emotionally and financially. And these people anchored you down, they straightened you out, and occasionally, I bet you, they sobered you up from time to time. None of this, of course, would have been possible without the dedication and unwavering support of the wonderful staff at Stirling University. From the tutors and professors, to the librarians and counsellors, to the janitors and catering staff, the administrators and cleaners, all have done their job so that you could do yours. You share your reward with everyone who believed in your journey to be right here, right now, with all these brainy people, as you are one of these brainy people. So on behalf of my fellow students, I say the warmest and most sincere thank you to everyone who helped us make all this possible. We could not have accomplished what we have without each one of you. I think we should give everybody a round of applause. Well done. Now, you will remember that Professor MacLeod's account of my work is that I've spent the last 14 years of my career dedicated to breaking down barriers between older and younger generations, encouraging true collaborative working between people of all ages, and showing that we can learn from each other and go forward together to create a more inclusive, tolerant, respectful, and harmonious society. So it would be very remiss of me to pass up this opportunity of a captive audience to bang my intergenerational drum here for a moment. When the Chancellor called upon Dr. Alison Clyde, I was honestly thinking, oh my goodness, looking over my shoulder, who is that? And it's me. So chuffed. Then I remembered it was me. So I'm going to take the role of doctor very seriously. And my first duty will be to write you a prescription. Might be slightly different to the one that you're thinking of. I mentioned earlier that we were all products of those around us since the moment we were born. To be here today, we are indeed standing on the shoulders of giants, none more giant than the previous generations. For millennia, societies have revered their older generation. Why? Because they share their wisdom, they offer support, and they teach us life lessons. So whilst others lose patience with older people or remove themselves from their presence as quickly as they can, just remember that they have still so much to offer. You might have to scratch a little under the surface, but if you do, you'll find that they can share skills and experience that it has taken a lifetime to amass. A lifetime of sometimes making bad choices and making mistakes that we can learn from so that we don't repeat them. Give older people a chance. You'll be amazed at how much you will learn. These are just some of the shoulders of the giants upon which you stand today. So it is an absolute joy to share your special day with you, and I am extremely grateful to be here and to be part of it. I hope you go into the world and share your passion, your enthusiasm, and your learning, using it to be a force for good. And if you can, please bring along some older people on your journey. You'll make a very new doctor very proud. Enjoy the rest of your day, and for me, I can't wait to see what other doctor duties I can get up to. Thank you very much.
To welcome now, to give our final speech of the morning, Professor Sir Jerry McCormack, our Principal and Vice-Chancellor, who will address the Assembly.
Well, good morning once again, and congratulations to all of our graduates. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful day as we've come together to celebrate the success that you've achieved. Graduation is always the height of our calendar, and today's ceremony is an important ritual and the culmination of your university experience. It's important for us to celebrate publicly your well-deserved achievements with your classmates, our teaching and professional support staff, and your families and friends. In graduating, you join a multicultural global network of more than 110,000 Stirling alumni from over 180 countries around the world. Please stay in touch with us and with each other wherever your career journey now takes you. And if you haven't already, I'd encourage you to engage with the Alumni Association, which you'll find huge benefits from. Graduation is a bridging moment, a time to pause and look back on your achievements and to look forward to the road ahead. You might have noticed on the lecterns, and you'll see on your certificates, our coat of arms, which is reserved for special ceremonial events like graduation. It features 3 open books signifying that the pursuit of knowledge is central to all we do, with its reference to a tower and battlements and a river at full flood. The coat of arms also speaks of our historic city of Stirling. But there's another element within the coat of arms that's a powerful symbol of who we are and what we're about. A solid bridge with 7 arches spans the water. Of course, Stirling Bridge is a nod to our past, but it also says something about our purpose as a place of learning. Bridges connect places. They enable us to overcome obstacles in our path to reach our destination. They're good vantage points. And of course, bridges bring people together. Perhaps today especially, but also as you go through life, there'll be times when you'll think back to being a Stirling student. You'll have your own memories and personal feelings about what the university means to you. Regardless of your vantage point, you can take confidence from the knowledge and skills you gained while studying here. Draw strength from the resilience that you developed, and I hope think fondly of the friendships you made and the people that you came to love in this place. On behalf of the entire university community, I wish you all continued success in the future. Please do keep in touch. We'll always be waiting for you with open arms on this side of the bridge. Once again, many congratulations.
Thank you, Sir Jerry. In a few moments' time, we will bring the ceremony to a close. We will be led from the platform by Lisa, our fabulous mace holder. We'll be piped off by Daniel, our regular piper, who pipes all over the world. He tells me to tell you that he's available for weddings and birthdays and these kind of events. So just get hold of him outside and get his phone number. Or there is a website, I think, too. We will be followed as we leave by all of the graduates. So to all the family and friends, if you could stay in the hall, please, and cheer your graduates out of the hall before you leave. That would be a lovely way to end this morning's ceremony. I hope you're all going to have a fabulous day, and I know that some of you will be respecting either Lent or Ramadan and perhaps have to delay your full celebration, but I hope in the course of the day everybody has the chance to celebrate and enjoy your moments here in this beautiful campus as much as possible. One final thanks. I think there are many people around the university today who will help you not get lost, get to the right place, find the toilets, all these different things that are challenges in a fresh location. There are also loads and loads of people working behind the scenes to make sure that the certificates are here, that the event goes ahead, that the sound system works, and that the stage is in the right order. All these different things that have to be done to make sure this day is a smooth success. On your behalf, I want to thank all of them, volunteers and staff, who've made such a big difference to your morning. Thank you very much to all of them. I now declare this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions closed. Enjoy your day.